What's up, guys? This is Abernathy right here, one of the all-time NASCAR diecast collector, and today we're gonna be reviewing a Gen 6 car. This is during one of the Gen 6s in their Cup years, and I did got this a long time ago, and oh boy, do we like some patriotic diecasts? Especially I do, because I do like when the NASCAR soldiers honoring their veterans and during Memorial Day weekend. And this is actually going to be a classic NASCAR diecast review. Well, it's kind of classic, but you know what I mean. But it is what it is. But today, I did got this at my local diecast dealer from very, very long time ago. And can't you believe I found this for $16? And this is during one of Dale Jr.'s final Cup year, one of his last Cup, second to last season, and it is the 2016 Dale Earnhardt Jr. number 88 Nationwide Insurance Patriotic Stars and Stripe Chevrolet SS for Hendrick Motorsports. So this scheme ran at the Memorial Day weekend, Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, where Dale Jr. and many other paint racers had their patriotic base paint scheme. Because if you don't remember, the Coca-Cola 600 race is the longest race in NASCAR history. And today, this is the one I got right here. As you can tell, this car has stars and stripes on it. So let's dive right in. Like I said, this is a 2016 diecast release, so it's approximately 8 years old. And I do remember I found these late, or maybe early 2017, or maybe early 2018. I can't remember. So, yeah, this is a very, very rare car. Sorry for the dogs barking. Like I said, this is a very, very rare diecast to find now, and I don't think you can find this one in stores. Right now, I got this really late in 2017 or maybe early 2018. I can't remember now. But anyways, this is a very nice looking car. I like the American stars and stripes on it with the red, white, and blue. Because we all know every stars and stripes is decorated to one of our people who work with these racers. And as you can tell, this diecast is at its prime, so it does have some chips there, some paint chips there, but overall, a still nice looking car. He might have raced this car more than once. I definitely remember this car. This was the race that Martin Truex Jr. snapped the 3-year drought at Charlotte, because this was his first year at Front Row Motorsports. Not front row. Not this first year. I believe this was his third year at front. That was his third year at Front Row Motorsports, because he was doing pretty off. But in 2016, he finally ended that drought and by winning the Coke 600. And I can tell you what, that was a very long-ass winless streak he had. And then going to 2017, he would win the Cup Series Championship and all that. And it's been a remarkable career. This is one of Dale Jr.'s last Cup diecasts in Authentics, although we did got some more diecasts. from his other lines. So yeah, this diecast has become quite pretty rare. Not quite as rare as the Exalta car from 2016, which that's one of Dale Jr.'s new sponsors. And I do have that diecast somewhere in my shelves, but I like this blue and red star stripe car because, like we have now with the next gen car, you get this whole entire American themed patriotic stuff. Even for a slight advance like many other stuff, like the Bash Pro Shop cars. What's really interesting about these patriotic cars, they have those name banners on their windshields, and so as the signatures, like you see right here. This diecast is This diecast is honoring Marine Lance Corporal Aaron Reed, which, if you don't know who Aaron Reed is, which I'll get to that later on in the video, and I'll do side-by-side appearances with the Nationwide Patriotic diecasts. But anyways, get out sponsors. Got the Nationwide logo. Got Nationwide is on your side logo with the bird. Got Chevrolet SS number 88 and Hendrick Motorsports. Down the side, you got Nationwide Insurance, got the American Ethanol logo, and Exalta, got Diet Mountain Dew right there. On the C post, you got Valvoline. Oops, sorry, get that to focus. Oops, sorry. This camera does not want to focus. Got Exalta, Bosch, Mac Tools, and Siemens. Got Dale Jr.'s signature on the name rail. Back in the day, we still had a nice pile of contingency sponsorships. As I stumbled those words. So now we get like now you just get two logos. It's like it's like a Sirius logo and maybe like a NASCAR Salutes logo. But definitely do miss these days. On the back here, you got Nationwide is on your side. Chevy got the Chevy bow tie logo and then the SS and Valvoline and number 88 in Hendrick Motorsports. Got Nationwide is on your side right there, as well as this was made very late in the game of 2016. This was, I believe, it was in Wave 8 of NASCAR Authentics 2016, which that came out in 2017 though. But got this. Anyways, got the same stuff on the other side as usual. And there's the back. You want to see that with the base. Back then there was a lot more detail on this car. Nothing really too spectacular. I was rewatching that 2016 Coca-Cola 600 race, and yeah, he had an eventful race, but earlier in the race, I believe, I don't know where this car finished. He started out fine, and I don't know. This car finished, I believe this car finished 21st at the 2016 Coca-Cola 600 race as a lap down, but I honestly can't remember because I don't remember all the events that was happening from that time. I will say though, but I believe that year was my fourth straight year watching NASCAR, or my fifth year of watching NASCAR. I honestly don't remember, but I will say though, been a NASCAR fan since probably 2013 or 2012. So it's been a decade now. Because as you guys know, I did grow up on the Gen 6 cars, especially these Chevy SS. When people think about Chevy SS, they're like, it's a continuation of the Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS that was a part of NASCAR for many, many years. From like 1993 to 2007, I think. So, or maybe early 2006. I don't know, but like I said, I was rewatching that 2016 Coca-Cola 600 race, and yeah, he had an eventful day. But early in the race, I'm pretty sure this race for Junior didn't go too well. I believe he started 13th and finished 21st. I honestly can't remember, but he might have brushed a wall and then started falling back again. Not to mention, this was the year that Dale Jr. got hurt and Alex Bowman took over him, and eventually Jr. retired and went to broadcasting, and now he's been doing good on Dirty Mo Media, so at least in my opinion. So like I said, if you don't know who Aaron Reed is, Aaron Reed is a Marine Lance Corporal from Ohio. Like much they've done for years, Hendrick Motorsports paid tribute to our fallen soldiers in the 2016 Coca-Cola 600. In the 2016 running, Dale Jr. and Nationwide Insurance paid tribute to Marine Lance Corporal Aaron Reed, who died on August 3rd, 2005 in Iraq, along with many other Marines that were killed with him. In fact, I do have a picture of Aaron, of that Marine. I can show you right here. I did brought my tablet real quick with me. Again, I'm not gonna show you my password or anything. But this has to be wide enough to... This is what I'm talking about. Actually, hold on. Oops. Can't really get the... Actually, we're just gonna leave it like this. Pan up real quick. Oops, sorry, This is the one I'm talking about right here. So this car, Junior and Nationwide Insurance paid to Marine Lance Corporal Aaron Howard Reed, who died on August 3rd of 2005 in Haditha, Iraq. He was assigned to Marine Force 3rd Battalion 25th Marines. He was born in Childhood, Ohio. Which, if I didn't pronounce that, I do apologize. But in the 26th, fast forward to a decade later, you had this car honoring Aaron Reed. Like I said, if you still know who Aaron Reed is, he's that Marine Lance Corporal who died in August 3rd of 2005 in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom. That's not the one he was killed in Iraq. Other fellow Marines were killed with him. He was only 22 years old in that time, George Bush was the president as re-elected. And then fast forward to a decade later, Junior and his 88 crew honored Lance Corporal Reed at the Coca-Cola 600 from 2016. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Of course, this was during Lima Company, and God bless you, Aaron Reed. Thank you for your service. So, whatever. Okay, I'm going to show you. I time it down. Although, by the way, Charlotte is not a super speedway. By the way, it's a basic oval, as you could tell. But anyways, nice looking car. In fact, I want to do a side-by-side comparison on these Patriotic nationwide insurance car. And sadly, though, I don't have the 2017 version. Oh, but that thing's become quite rare now. But I do have the other Patriotic nationwide insurance car, and it's on the 2018 variant and the 2019 variant, as you can tell, which I'm showcasing you. These do not have name banners, so unfortunately, but this one does. This was from the Chevy SS era, and this is on the Chevy Camaro SS Z01 era, before they went to the Camaro SS Z01 1LE in 2020. And before switching to the next gen car with the Camaro SS. This one right here was driven by Alex Bowman just 2 years after replacing Junior, and then eventually going full time. I recorded this in 28. I did record this in 2019. This one right here, I recorded in 2020, I believe. So, has been a long time though. And you know, there's the that used to be a Monster Energy logo, so we can't have the Monster Energy logo. Both of these are identical, although this is not a patriotic car, but I will say though there's a military logo, which I'll get to in a second. These are similar. Both of these ran at the Coca-Cola 600 from 2016 to 2017 to 2018 and 2019. Both of them honoring their soldiers. This one right here, in the 2018's running, Alex Bowman and Nationwide paid tribute to a fallen soldier, which, again, I'm going to check that out. Hold on a second. This one is honoring Army National Guard Captain Nicholas J. Rosanatsky or Roscani. I don't know who. Sorry if I didn't pronounce his name correctly. His last name correctly. I do apologize. If you don't know who Captain Nicholas is, this one right here, Alex Bowman and Nationwide Insurance paid tribute to fallen Army National Guard soldiers Nicholas Roscani, who died in April of 2012 in Afghanistan. In that time, of course, Barack Obama was the president before getting re-elected in November. So, this one is honoring. This one raced at the 2018 Coca-Cola 600. This one right here participated in the at the 2019 Coca-Cola 600 race. This one was honoring. This one right here is honoring Navy SEAL SOC John Tummelson. If you don't know who John Tummelson is, I'll look that up just for you. Here's John Tummelson. John Tummelson was a Navy SEAL. He died on August 6th, 2011 in Wardak Province, Afghanistan, when the Chinook helicopter crashed into the field, along with other Navy SEAls, as well as a military guard that was killed with it. Which, in that time, Obama was the president before re-elected in 2012. So, as you can see right there, this was, not to mention, this one right here was 3 months or 4 months after the Osama bin Laden raid in Pakistan. In case you didn't know that. Which in that time I was in grade school, by the way. So nothing too spectacular. I'll just get these diecasts out of the way. Not a bad looking car though. This thing right here came with a magnet, which I don't know what I did with the magnet. I can't find it right now, but anyways, if you want this diecast, this thing has become quite pretty rare. By the way, that's a Sprint Cup logo. Like I said, if you want this diecast, this thing has become quite super rare. There's not much you can find this car at your local Walmart or Target. I did found this at one of these diecasts from that time. This thing is, like I said, this has become quite rare, as you can tell. But not a bad looking car. So I got nothing too much to say. But this car is very, very cool in my opinion. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this diecast review. If you want to get some nice ratings, in fact, I did record these two cars. I'll leave that in my memory. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.